Hello everyone, welcome to another video in which we are going to see the chloroplast dimorphism. As you know, chloroplast dimorphism can be seen in C4 plants and it is absent in C3 plants. In this particular video, we are going to see the how chloroplast shows dimorphism in C4 plants. Alright, as you can see in this transfer section of a C4 plant, we we can see here the two types of cells. First is the bundle sheath cells and second is the mesophyll cells. Now this layer of a cell which is surrounding the vascular tissues is called the bundle sheath cells. These bundle sheath cells encloses the xylem and phloem, that is the vascular tissue of the plants. Nearby you will find randomly arranged cells which are very large in number are the mesophyll cells. So there are two types of cells found in the leaf of C4 plants, that is the bundle sheath cells and the mesophyll cells. Now these cells both contains the chloroplast. You can observe here all the cells of the all mesophyll cells containing the chloroplast, and in a very similar way the bundle sheath cells also shows the presence of chloroplast. That is, both these cells have the chloroplast. But there are many differences between the chloroplast which are found in a mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells. And due to these differences, we called the chloroplast shows dimorphism in C4 plants. Now let us see what are the differences between the chloroplast of mesophyll cell and the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells. Now here we will write about the mesophyll cells chloroplast, while on this side we will write about the bundle sheath cells chloroplast. Now the very first difference between the mesophyll cell chloroplast and the bundle sheath cell chloroplast is mesophyll cell chloroplast have the granule chloroplast, while the bundle sheath cell chloroplast are agranule chloroplast. Now, what is the difference between the granule and the agranule chloroplast? Granule simply means the presence of grana, while the agranule simply means the absence of grana. That is, the mesophyll cells shows such a type of chloroplast in which the granas are present, while the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells are agranule, that is, they do not have any grana in their chloroplast. To know where the grana is, you can observe here, we have here the granum, right? So in mesophyll cells, these granums are present, while in bundle sheath cells, these granums are absent. All right. So when there is a presence of grana, it is called granule chloroplast, and when there is absence of grana, it is called agranule chloroplast. The granule chloroplast found in the mesophyll cells, while the agranule chloroplast found in the bundle sheath cells. The second difference between the two is, so when there is a presence of grana, it is called granule chloroplast, and when there is absence of grana, it is called agranule chloroplast. The granule chloroplast found in the mesophyll cells, while the agranule chloroplast found in the bundle sheath cells. The second difference between the two is the mesophyll cells chloroplast are smaller in size, while the bundle sheath chloroplast are bigger in size. That is, if you consider the size of a chloroplast, you find the bigger size chloroplast in the bundle sheath cells, while the size of a chloroplast in a mesophyll cells is smaller. The third difference between the two is the chloroplast of a mesophyll cells are large in number. That is, their number is very much high as compared to the number of chloroplast in the bundle sheath cells. That is, bundle sheath cells have less number of chloroplast. You can observe this in a diagram as well. Here in a bundle sheath cells, you will find 4 to 5 chloroplast, while in a mesophyll cells, you will find 10 to 16 chloroplast. So the number of chloroplast is large or very high in number in mesophyll cells, while the number of chloroplast are very less in number in bundle sheath cells. The next difference between two is the chloroplast of mesophyll cells has the abundant grana and less stroma. That is, the chloroplast which is present in mesophyll cells has abundant grana and the very less stroma. In a contrast, in bundle sheath chloroplast cells, we have abundant stroma while grana is absent. So the fourth difference between the mesophyll chloroplast cells and the bundle sheath chloroplast cells is that the mesophyll chloroplast have abundant grana and a very less stroma, and in a contrast, the bundle sheath cells chloroplast has a very abundant stroma and there is absence of grana, right? So due to this all differences, we said that the C4 plants shows the dimorphism in chloroplast because there are two types of chloroplast found in the C4 plants. Now, the very question arises with this, why the C4 plants has two types of chloroplast? What is the need of having the two types of chloroplast? Because C3 plants, on the other hand, have only the one type of chloroplast. But in a C4 plants, we find dimorphism, that is two types of chloroplast. But what is the need of these two types of chloroplast? Now the answer lies in the process of photosynthesis. We have discussed in detail about the photorespiration in a previous our videos, right? Now this photorespiration process is occurred when there is a less concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere and there is a high temperature. Now, in such a condition, plants start doing the photorespiration instead of photosynthesis, which results in the loss of carbon fixation. Now, in a C4 plants, what happens? PEP carboxylase enzyme is present in the mesophyll cells, that is, in these cells, and the Rubisco enzyme is present in the bundle sheath cells. Now, as you know, we have discussed this in our previous videos that is PEP carboxylase can fix the atmospheric CO2 even the CO2 concentration is very low. That is, the mesophyll cells fix CO2 at the very low concentration due to the presence of PEP carboxylase, and after that, this CO2 is sent to the bundle sheath cells in which we have Rubisco. Now, when the mesophyll cells are transferring CO2 to the bundle sheath cells, these bundle sheath cells will be filled with the CO2. That is, these bundle sheath cells will have the high concentration of CO2. And due to the high concentration of CO2, now Rubisco, which is present in a bundle sheath cell, can easily absorb the CO2 and can produce the normal amount of carbon fixation in photosynthesis. That is, due to the presence of two types of chloroplast or two types of cells in a C4 plants, these cells are able to avoid the photorespiration. That is why the C4 plants are able to avoid the photorespiration. So this anatomy, which is popularly known as the Cron's anatomy, is helpful in avoiding the photorespiration, and that is why the C4 plant shows the dimorphism in chloroplast. So dimorphism in a chloroplast has a very evolutionary significance. So this is how dimorphism in chloroplast works in a C4 plants. To write down about the dimorphism in chloroplast, you should remember the four very important points about the mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells. That is the difference between the chloroplast of mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells. The very first is the granule chloroplast present in mesophyll cells, while the agranule in bundle sheath. The mesophyll cells have chloroplast which are smaller in size, while here we have bigger size. Then in mesophyll cells, chloroplasts are large in number, while they are small in number in bundle sheath cells, and the abundant grana and less stroma found in the mesophyll cell chloroplast, while the abundant stroma and the grana is absent in the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells. Alright, so this is the dimorphism in chloroplast which is found in a C4 plants. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video, share with your friends, and please subscribe to the Botany option channel for UPSC examination. Again, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.